Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody out here. Yep, there's my finger. It's your boy JJ here once again. It's called "'Tis the Season to Be Shopping at Microcenter." We're going to get this B-roll started, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Don't touch your dial. We're going to get right to it right here on JJ's PC Build. Yeah. Well, welcome back from that B-roll. Good to see y'all here. Good to see y'all here. Excuse me. I did tell you that we're going to be doing "'Tis the Season to Be Shopping at Microcenter." So let's go ahead and get started with that and see where our shopping experience is going to be, shall we? Oh, we're at Microcenter. Let me go ahead and clear out this background for y'all so that way y'all can see it bigger. There we go. We made it bigger for y'all. And they're always accepting cookies. There, you got my cookies. But anyway, let's see what we got. Oh, Black Friday savings is now the G49. $1,500. Oh, okay. Okay. The 4080. You know, I'm going to tell y'all something. And don't get me wrong. I don't see any one of those graphics cards impressing me right now. Nvidia's not impressing me with their graphics cards. It's not because I don't have it. It's the matter of how they're trying to portray this. I mean, did they not tell everybody that, you know, they're going to discontinue the 4080 12 gigabyte? Turn around, they're saying it's going to come out as the 4070 Ti. But, you know what? It is what it is. Look at these bundle deals. Let's see, what bundle deals do we have? Shop combos. Let's see these combo deals, everybody. If you're going to build your PC yourself, which I recommend that you do, just to say, you got one here for $249. Let's see what it is. It's the 11.7. Okay, so you get the i7 11th gen 700K 3.6 gig base clock CPU with the asus Z590 Plus motherboard. Okay. It's not a bad motherboard and it's not a bad processor, but it looks like a good deal on the bundle. Okay, now they got a 12th gen for $100 more. So you got 11th gen for $249 and you got 12th gen for $349. And they're doing the Z690 from the Z590. Y'all see the comparison? You know, what kind of real performance are you paying for? That's the question you have to ask. What real performance are you paying for? Now this right here, the B450 Wi-Fi motherboard that they got, looks like a gigabyte motherboard. Look at this. AMD Ryzen 5 3600 3.6 gigahertz processor. Okay. Not a bad deal for a starter kit if you want to get started with AM, you know, For AM4, if you want to get started with AM4, that's not bad. You know, you can always upgrade the processor. Check with the motherboard manufacturer and go through the details before you decide to buy something like this, because there's a little bit of a catch. But for $219, you get the Ryzen 7 3700X. That's without, there's no iGPU there, but they want to sell it to you for $219. I wouldn't buy the Ryzen 7 3700X myself, you know, nah. So, looks like you get bundle savings. It's not bad. But do remind you, this is in-store only. And when they try to sell you this, it's for in-store only. So, but from what deals I see, if I were gonna get the Ryzen 7000 series, I would get the $399 one. If it was me, I would get the 7700X. I would get that one right there. That would be my bag. But going back up to, let's go and see Black Friday deals. What everybody come here to see. If you want to get, I don't think I want to do a Livono. No, I wouldn't do a Livono for $849. But it's not bad. It's got an 11th gen. But I'm kind of a mixed bag about that, because you sell a Livono system which you can't overclock. Okay? And you sell an 11th gen processor that you know you can't overclock it. You can boost it up to max turbo, but you know you can't overclock it. And you stick it with the 3060 NVIDIA GeForce 3060 and 16 gigs. You know, really? You $849 for that? I'm gonna say no. Bonkers. That is so bonkers to buy that. I would not buy that if you paid me to buy that, because it seems like a system like that, truthfully, my system is a lot cheaper than this, and it's not as expensive. And you guys have to understand something. I'm looking out for the man that doesn't have that kind of cash to put out for a computer system, especially wanting to give one for a Christmas present. You know, if excuse me, if you got that kind of cash, I can understand it. But I'm not going to recommend a Livono. I would recommend something better than a Livono. It would be a build your own system. You know, and if you don't know how to build a computer, well, you know, it's not hard. There's only certain, you know, it's only small amounts of pieces that you got to use. You know, I mean, when it comes to Black Friday deals, I'm not really feeling anything from this Black Friday deal, truthfully, y'all. I'm not feeling anything from this, because the prices that I see, and you know, they could have done a lot better on the pricing. Microcenter, you should have done, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you should have done better on the pricing. You know, as far as Black Friday deals, you don't have it. Look at their computers that they're pre-built. Okay, let's say, okay, they say for AAA gaming. Okay, this comes back to the same thing I've been saying this whole time. Pre-built systems on the market today stink. They serve no purpose whatsoever. And the reason why I say they serve no purpose is the simple fact, when it comes to a pre-built, they don't make them like they used to back years ago, because now everybody wants to sit there and think they're putting something fancy into a computer. They're not. I built my own system for the fact of it was cheaper to buy my system than it was to buy a pre-built system. Okay, guys, I can understand if you want, to make $100 or $200 from your systems, but when you're trying to make $1,000 profit from your system that you're selling for $2,000 and your parts are only maybe $600, and by the time you factor shipping and everything, you still come out and you sell your systems, you come out $1,000 to $1,200 ahead. You're trying to sell it for double. People are not stupid. People in this world are not stupid to the fact of that you're selling a computer with no airflow to the case, like this one right here, the HP Pavilion, Hewlett Packard. I would never buy a Hewlett Packard ever again. It's a joke. It has no airflow. You watch many reviewers tell you the same thing. It's a joke. It's junk. It's junk in a box. You would have to actually take it out of that case, put it into a different case, and by the time you get done doing that with all the apparels, they added onto the motherboard, which are not separate like they used to be. Like the front, like the audio jacks and stuff like that. They decided on their motherboard in Hewlett Packard, instead of making those separate pieces, for the front of the case, they decided to make the motherboard wider and put all the apparels for the front on the motherboard, solder them right onto the motherboard. They did that so you can't transfer it out of that case. They made it impossible for you to put it in a different case. I think it's an utter joke. So, as far as Hewlett Packard, you never see me buy one. I wouldn't even recommend it to nobody. Just to be honest with you, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. But, your pre-builts and stuff like that, I'm not going to recommend too much about pre-builts. But if you don't understand how a computer works or this or that, do your shopping, do your homework very carefully. Let's look at this one for $13.99. Okay, right here. They say this is the PowerSpec G711 gaming PC, AMD Ryzen 5700X, 3.4 gigahertz. This is going to be an AM4 motherboard. You can already tell when it's the Ryzen 7 5700X, it's already AM4. But they do have in there NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 Ti 8GB GDDR6, and they got 32 gigabyte of DDR4 3200 mega transfer RAM with 1 terabyte solid state for $13.99. Let's investigate it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, they get an AI. From what this picture looks like, they get an AIO, a Cooler Master AIO. They got 2 sticks of 16 gigabytes per stick. haptic. They got the Asus GeForce RTX. They have 2 fans in the front. They got 1 fan in the back. Can't say that much for the power supply. Don't know what kind of power supply it is. But your holiday shopping, you know what? Be honest with you, this don't look half bad. Don't look half bad at all. I am impressed. Except for the IO shield, you know, it being all metallic color, you know, they should have had a black shield with white apparel lettering. It would have made it look a lot better. But power supply, it doesn't look half bad neither. Just curious what the power supply looks like. Wow. So, looking at this system right here, comes with the cheesy keyboard and mouse. You know, I mean, the mouse and keyboard you can get for like $20, $25 out of Walmart. It looks like a Walmart keyboard and mouse, you know. And it's glass paneled. It looks like it's mesh in front. For the price, okay, I'll be honest with you, for the price, you know, and if you start adding things onto it, you know, it's going to cost more. But just for the computer alone, I could recommend that. I mean, it's got Windows 11 Pro. It's got wireless networking. It can go wireless from what this is saying. It's got Bluetooth capable. You know, it looks like it might be a good deal. Wow. You can bundle it with some other stuff here, you know. Yeah. Let's see what else they got on specifics, the specs. What makes this so special? That's going to be the question. It's got an X570 motherboard. Okay. It's got the ASRock X570 Pro 4. See, this is what you look for. The computer case is a Lian Li ATX 205 mesh. It's got an 8-core processor. Let's see, it boosts up to 4.6 gigahertz. It's got 32 megabyte of L3 cache. It's got 4 megabyte of L2 cache. It's got VR ready premium. It's Zen 3 architecture, we know this. Maximum support memory supported, 64 megs. It's got SSD. It could be an SSD drive or it could be an M.2 drive. I don't see nothing about M.2. That's the thing. I don't see anything on here about M.2 drive. And that's what's going to puzzle me a little bit. I don't see anything about here. It's got a 750 watt power supply. Yeah, that still ain't bad for $1,200 system. It's got good expansion slots. What else? What else? All right. Well, I'm not gonna wrap my mind around on this too much, but my if I was gonna recommend this to y'all, I need to find out what this motherboard's doing. What the deal with this motherboard is. I need to investigate that before I could even recommend something like that to you all. Oh, let's see. Let's see what we got. Oh, it'll do 5000 G series. That's good. It'll hold up to overclock to 4066 megatransfers. That's a plus. It's got AMD Quad Crossfire X, and I know everybody's saying Crossfire, but this is Crossfire X. This might be something new. It does look like it's got an M.2 slot right there, which that's a puzzlement. It's got one right there. Huh. And it's got one right there. It should say that it's got 3 M.2s or something like that. Well, let's keep looking down there and see what we can find out. Okay, it does. So it looks like it's got a couple of M.2 slots. So that's a plus. And it's got a RGB. Looks like it's got addressable and it's got full headers. Wow. See, this is why when you investigate them, what's inside the computer before you buy it, this tells you everything about it. Like, the USB 3.2, 10 gigabytes per second, and it's got Gen 1. It gives you all the specs, and it says it's got ECC memory support. Store MI. I would never do the Store MI. I tried that already, and it almost wiped my computer out. Maybe I did it wrong or something. I'll investigate it for later on. M.2 key E for Wi-Fi? What? Wow. Looks like it's got something going on there. Spike protection, live updates. Looks like it's got a lot. Okay, the motherboard is impressing me. This motherboard is impressing me, everybody. Just to let you know. So, this computer is impressing me. For $13.99, it's impressing me. So, Microcenter, you got a plus. One plus. Just to let you know. This right here, this right here, this gives you a 1 plus. Okay, now let's move backwards a little bit. I really don't want to look into this one. I'm just going to say, if you're going to be Christmas shopping, okay, Micro Center might be the place you want to go to. They do have some good deals. Okay, believe it or not, they do have some good deals. You just have to go down there and, shop until you drop and see what's going on. Especially if you want to look for PC parts, like, let's say you want to look for AMD processors. Okay, now they got some good, impressive prices here. I mean, really impressive prices on, some of their items is very impressive to me. Okay, so depends on what you want. Really depends on what you want. I mean, this is right here. If I was going to go all out, I would probably go for the Ryzen 9 3900X. If I was going to go all out and then switch up my my graphics to a discrete graphics card, then I would go from that. This is $300 for the Ryzen 5 7600X. 6-core 12-thread CPU, and they pair it up with, they got motherboards you can pair it up with. I mean, you got the 670E, the ASRock 670E you can pair it up with. Oh, hell no. You ain't going to get me to sign in yet. No. But, I mean, I look at it this way. It'll go up to 5.3 gigahertz. And for what you're looking at, for $559, once you put the RAM to it, and once you put the discrete graphics card to it, and the hard drive and the case and the power supply and everything, so on, you're still looking at between $1,500 and $1,700 if you want to get close to the top of the line, just to give you an idea of that. But it's an idea. It's just to give you all an idea of when you want to shop at Microcenter, when you walk in their doors, what you're going to be looking at. If you want to build your own system or you want to buy a pre-built, they got both. They got water cooling, they got many of things. So that would probably be the best for you. If you got a Microcenter close to you, that would be your best shopping idea, just to let you know. But anyway, we don't want this video to become a forever video. We got plenty of more videos coming up, and we're going to try to do a live video. We're going to try to do a live feed on Saturday. If I can make it work correctly, then we'll go for there, and see how that goes. But anyway, we're still working for 1,000 subscribers, and I want to thank you for the 20 that we got so far. We're still working hard to get there. So make sure you subscribe and like the videos and watch the videos from A to Z. We still need to get up to 4,000 watch hours. That means that everybody on YouTube that are watching the videos, watch them from the beginning to the end, that will give us watch time. And that's the only way we can get the 4,000 hours we need to reach our goals. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and flip the screen over to the other one so y'all can see me. There we go. Until the next video, we will see you again. So do enjoy your day and be safe.